the top of the plateau, direct to you. It's SPTV News. If it's news to us.
Good morning, Skyline. I'm Barrett Porter.
And I'm Rachel Letterman, and this is SPTV News for Friday, the 9th of December.
Well, needless to say, we've had a pretty spectacular week around here, Rachel.
I think that's an understatement, Barrett. We've had a fantastic Winter Wonder Week, with maybe the best Unplugged show yet.
I have to agree. If you are not there, you miss some great talent. Speaking of talent, the choirs and bands are getting ready for 2 winter concerts next week. On Tuesday evening, you can see the jazz band, concert band, and vocal jazz. Then, on Wednesday, it's the Issaquah Greenwood Symphony, the Skyline Symphony, treble choir, concert chorale, and the combined choirs with the Skyline Symphony. Both nights start at 7:30.
Next week, we're holding our 2nd annual Invisible Children Awareness Week. Here's a video to show you why Skyline cares so much about these kids and their situation.
They're called the Invisible Children, and tonight some young Americans are trying to make sure you see them. After nearly 20 years of civil war in Uganda, the United Nations estimates there are currently 1.2 million people displaced in that country. Now a group of filmmakers is hoping their story will inspire a new generation of Americans to take action.
In 2003, 3 of us boys from California went to Africa with a camera. We ended up in northern Uganda, where we witnessed incredible horror and heartbreaking suffering, especially among the children. We made a rough cut film about our experience called Invisible Children. It tells the story of night commuters, children who walk many miles every night to avoid abduction from a rebel leader, Joseph Kony. For 22 years, he has terrorized the community with his army of children, abducted and brutally forced to become soldiers. Because of this senseless war, the people were forced into displacement camps, where they are plagued by horrible conditions. There are no jobs and children can't go to school. When people saw the film, they were both shocked and inspired to help. We were amazed by the overwhelming compassion of our generation to help kids their age across the globe. We started a nonprofit to use this energy to end the war in northern Uganda and rebuild hope for these forgotten children.
This cause is important, and we can help. Here are some ways all of us can help out next week. T-shirts will be on sale all next week at lunch for $10 each.
There will be a first period coin drive Tuesday and Wednesday next week. The top 3 classes will get prizes.
And then, on Thursday, there will be a staff versus student soccer game. We decided to get the real skinny on this, so we searched out Miss Helt and asked her for some of the details.
Miss Helt, I heard it was a tough loss last year for the teachers team. What's your strategy to get a win this year?
Well, our strategy this year is to make certain that girls soccer players come out and play with the boys soccer players. Last year there were absolutely no girl student players, and we were playing, the teachers also had both male and female, so we would want to make it a little more fair this year.
What message do you want to send out to your fellow teachers?
We want people to come out and play in the game and support the Invisible Children. It's a great cause, and we want to beat those students this year, of course.
Come out and play, or at least watch, the student staff soccer game on Thursday after school. It's $2 to get in, and there will be a drawing and prizes at halftime. Sign up at lunch if you want to play.
Okay, well, I say it's time to see what the new man of sports has to say. What do you have for us, Taggart?
Thanks, guys. Well, as you know, we headed down to the Tacoma Dome last Saturday and did what we went down there to do. We beat Skyview and took home the 2011 4A State Championship trophy. And I gotta tell you, it feels good to have it back again. So let's do a quick recap of the rest of the fall sports scene. Women's soccer took state, women's swim and dive took state, women's volleyball finished 6th in state, men's cross country finished 12th in state, and both men's tennis and men's golf qualified for state and will do their final competitions in the spring. So let me see. That means 7 out of 7 fall sports teams from Skyline went to state. All 7, every single one. That's an impressive stat right there. Congratulations, fellow Spartans. Well, we've started the winter sports season, and many of those teams start league play this coming week. So stay with us as we keep you up to speed with all the sports action coming up. That's it for me. Rachel and Barrett, back to you.
Thanks, Taggart. We look forward to what you have for us next week. Okay, Rachel, it's time to figure out which animal seems to be the most popular if you were to be one. What would you be, Rachel?
I'd be my favorite animal, the panda. Let's see about you guys.
I would be a lion because they're cool. I would be a unicorn.
If I was an animal, I would be a cat so I can lay around all day and sleep.
I'd be an armadillo I'd be a elephant. What would you be?
I'd be a whale.
Tiger. I would be a cat. Unicorn.
Three-toed sloth.
A sloth. A three-toed one. And why not? Next week is special for several of our teachers. Doug Longman, Nadia Miranda, Kirsty Bowes, Karen McManus, and Colin McCormick will all be celebrating their birthdays. So be sure to tell them happy birthday. That wraps it up for us this week.
Rachel, we have the classic question for next week. We want to know what you want for Christmas. So think about it and look for our cameras next week.
Take care, and we look forward to seeing you back here next Friday. Now go out there and make it a great Spartan weekend. Bye.